Did you know that over 4 million Filipinos now call the United States home? From coast to coast, Filipino culture is thriving like never before. In today's video, we'll take you on a journey through 10 U.S. cities that are absolutely overflowing with Filipinos. Whether it's for work, family, or simply chasing the American dream, Filipinos have built vibrant communities in these places, complete with delicious food, cultural festivals, and a deep sense of bayanihan. So stick around to see if your city made the list. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Now let's get started. Starting off our list at number 10, we have Honolulu, Hawaii. If you've ever been to the Aloha State, you'll know that Filipinos are a huge part of the local culture here. In fact, Filipinos make up about 25% of Honolulu's population, one of the highest concentrations in the entire country. Filipino migration to Hawaii dates back to the early 1900s, when thousands of Filipinos arrived to work on sugarcane and pineapple plantations. Today, their influence is deeply woven into Hawaii's culture, from food to festivals. You'll find some of the best Filipino food in the U.S. right here in Honolulu. Ever had Hawaiian-Filipino fusion dishes like spam musubi, garlic shrimp, or adobo loco? If not, you're missing out. And let's not forget the Filipino Community Center in Waipahu, the largest Filipino community center outside the Philippines. Honolulu is a city where Filipino culture isn't just surviving, it's thriving. At number 9, we're heading to the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. While most people think of Vegas for casinos and nightlife, did you know it's also home to one of the fastest growing Filipino communities in the U.S.? Las Vegas has over 150,000 Filipinos, and that number keeps climbing. The reason? Job opportunities. Many Filipinos move here for careers in hospitality, healthcare, and the service industry. From the hotels on the Strip to the hospitals saving lives, Filipinos play a huge role in making Vegas run. And if you're looking for a taste of home, Las Vegas has multiple Jollibee locations, Goldilocks, and even a Seafood City supermarket. The Filipino community here is so strong that every year, they host a huge Philippine Independence Day celebration, complete with parades, cultural performances, and of course, lechon. Whether you're here for work, family, or just to hit the jackpot, Vegas is definitely a city where Filipinos are making their mark. Number 8, Lone Star State. We're heading to the Lone Star State. Houston, Texas, has seen a massive rise in its Filipino population, and it's easy to see why. With over 150,000 Filipinos, Houston is a top destination for Filipino nurses, engineers, and tech professionals. The Texas Medical Center, one of the largest medical complexes in the world, employs thousands of Filipino healthcare workers. Many Filipino families move here for affordable housing, lower cost of living, and great job opportunities, something that's getting harder to find in states like California. And just like in other cities, Houston's Filipinos bring the party and the culture. Every year, they host the Filipino Street Festival, featuring street food, traditional dances, and live OPM music. And let's be real, what's a Filipino gathering without lechon? There are even talks about creating a designated Filipino town in Houston, similar to what we see in LA and Daly City. So, if you're looking for an affordable city with a strong Filipino presence, Houston might just be the perfect place. And hey, if you still find this video interesting, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. At number 7, we have San Diego, California, home to over 200,000 Filipinos. This city has one of the largest and most historic Filipino communities in the U.S., dating back to the early 1900s. San Diego has long been a hub for Filipino immigrants, thanks to its strong ties to the United States Navy. Many Filipinos first arrived here through military service, and today, they continue to serve in large numbers. If you visit National City, you'll feel like you've stepped into a little slice of the Philippines. From Filipino grocery stores like Seafood City to legendary restaurants like Tita's Kitchenette, this place is a haven for Filipino food lovers. San Diego also hosts the Filipino Sun Festival, a huge annual celebration featuring traditional dances, food stalls, and live music. With its rich history, strong military presence, and unbeatable Filipino food scene, San Diego is a top city for Filipinos in the United States. Number 6, New York City, New York. Coming in at number 6, we have the city that never sleeps, New York City. With over 250,000 Filipinos, NYC is home to one of the most diverse and energetic Filipino communities in the United States. If you ever find yourself in Queens, head straight to Woodside, also known as Little Manila. Here you'll find everything from Jollibee to Filipino bakeries, Turo eateries, and even a jeepney-themed cafe. But the biggest celebration of Filipino culture in NYC happens every June. The Philippine Independence Day Parade on Madison Avenue. It's the largest Filipino parade outside the Philippines, attracting thousands of Filipinos from all over the East Coast. New York also has a huge number of Filipino nurses, business owners, and creatives working in all industries, proving that Filipinos can make it big in the Big Apple. If you love fast-paced city life and a strong Filipino community, NYC is the place to be. Number 5, Seattle, Washington. At number 5, we're heading to the Pacific Northwest, Seattle, Washington. Believe it or not, Filipinos are the largest Asian group in Seattle, with over 100,000 Filipinos living here. Seattle has deep Filipino roots, dating back to the early 1900s when Filipinos worked in the Alaskan canneries and seafood industry. Today, Seattle's Filipino community is stronger than ever. You'll find Filipino-owned businesses all over the city, including some of the best seafood restaurants, bakeries, and community centers. Seattle also hosts the Pagdiriwang Festival, a huge annual celebration of Filipino heritage at the Seattle Center, featuring dance, music, and Filipino martial arts. With its strong job market, great quality of life, and deep Filipino history, Seattle is a fantastic city for Filipinos in the United States. Number 4, Los Angeles, California. Now we're heading to the entertainment capital of the world, Los Angeles, California. With over 600,000 Filipinos, Louisiana has one of the largest Filipino populations in the entire U.S. One of the most famous Filipino areas in LA is historic Filipinotown, or Hi-Fi. It's a cultural landmark packed with Filipino restaurants, murals, and community centers that celebrate our heritage. Food lovers will feel right at home here. From crispy lechon at Sarasari Store to sweet treats at Jollibee, Red Ribbon, and Goldilocks, Louisiana has every Filipino dish you could crave. And let's not forget Filipino representation in Hollywood. Stars like Bruno Mars, Vanessa Hudgens, and Darren Criss all have Filipino roots, proving that Filipinos are making waves in the entertainment industry. Every year, Louisiana hosts massive Filipino events like the Festival of Philippine Arts and Culture, often called FPAC, and the Pistahan Parade. These events bring together thousands of Filipinos to celebrate our vibrant culture. With its rich history, booming entertainment industry, and strong Filipino community, Louisiana is without a doubt one of the top cities for Filipinos in the United States. Coming in at number 3, we're heading to the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois. With over 150,000 Filipinos, this city has become a major hub for Filipinos in the Midwest. Filipino migration to Chicago dates back to the early 20th century when many Filipinos came here to work in healthcare, the railroad industry, and even agriculture. Over time, they built a strong and thriving community that continues to grow today. Unlike coastal cities like LA or New York, Most Filipinos in Chicago actually live in the surrounding suburbs, where you'll find Filipino supermarkets, churches, and tons of restaurants. If you're looking for amazing Filipino food, check out Isla Pilipina, one of Chicago's most beloved Filipino restaurants. And for groceries, you can visit Seafood City or Unimart, where you'll find everything from fresh lumpia wrappers to bagoong. Every year, Chicago's Filipino community comes together for Piyesta Pinoy, the largest Filipino festival in the Midwest. It's a full day of live OPM music, cultural dances, and of course, tons of Filipino street food. Chicago is also home to thousands of Filipino nurses, doctors, and healthcare professionals, many of whom work in world-renowned hospitals like Northwestern Memorial and Rush Medical Center. With its growing Filipino population, strong job market, and rich cultural scene, Chicago is the beating heart of Filipino life in the Midwest. At number 2, we have Daly City, California, also known as Little Manila. This city has the highest percentage of Filipinos in the entire U.S., with over 30% of its population being Filipino. In Daly City, you'll find Filipino culture everywhere, from the food to the community events to the everyday lifestyle. Daly City is a Filipino food paradise. You'll find everything from crispy lechon kawali to the best silog meals at local spots like Selog's, Ongpin, and Valerio's Bakery. Filipinos in Daly City love coming together for Pista sa Nayon, a huge cultural festival filled with traditional dances, live music, and amazing street food. And of course, faith plays a huge role in the community. Many Filipino families attend Simbang Gabi during Christmas, bringing one of the most beloved Filipino traditions to the United States. Another thing you'll see all over Daly City: Balikbayan Box Centers. Filipinos here are constantly sending boxes filled with gifts, clothes, and snacks back home to their families in the Philippines. Daly City is also a great place for Filipino professionals. Many people who work in Silicon Valley's tech industry or San Francisco's business sector choose to live in Daly City because of its strong Filipino community. With its deep Filipino roots, amazing food scene, and strong cultural identity, Daly City remains one of the most Filipino-dominated cities in the United States. And finally, taking the #1 spot on our list is the San Francisco Bay Area, home to the largest Filipino population in the entire United States. Over 700,000 Filipinos live in the Bay Area, spread across cities like Daly City, Union City, Vallejo, Milpitas, and Fremont. Here you'll find one of the most successful Filipino communities in the U.S., with Filipinos working in industries like tech, healthcare, business, and finance. Many Filipinos in the Bay Area work in Silicon Valley, making an impact in the world of technology and innovation. But the real heart of Filipino culture in the Bay Area? Pistahan SF. Every year, thousands of Filipinos come together for this massive Philippine cultural festival with parades, music, and amazing food. And of course, what's a Filipino city without amazing food? You'll find everything from authentic sizzling sisig at Jerry's Grill to sweet uba pandesal at Valerio's Bakery. Another cool thing about the Bay Area, the next generation of Filipino-Americans is thriving here. From tech entrepreneurs to business owners, Filipinos are making a name for themselves in every industry. Whether it's the strong sense of community economic opportunities or rich Filipino culture, the San Francisco Bay Area is truly the #1 place where Filipinos thrive in the U.S. Which city surprised you the most? Or did your hometown make the list? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content like this. Maraming salamat for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.